to Good Morning Gwinnett, a division of Noise Media Network, hosted by Audrey Bell Kearney, sharing stories about people and places around beautiful Gwinnett County and beyond. Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Southern living at its best.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, all my Gwinnetians out there in Gwinnett land and all of my friends around the world. Oh my God, listen, can y'all guess what I'm asking for Christmas? Guess what I'm asking for, y'all? Here's the funny thing. So for the last week, I've been having all kinds of issues with my computer, right? And this is a computer that I do my show on every day. And I checked everything. I ran dialysis on it, diagnostics on it. I said dialysis, diagnostics on it, and everything looks fine, but it is not working right. And I'm saying to myself, something is wrong with my computer. And so my husband said to me, why every time, the same time every year, something happens to the computer? And I was like, I don't know. So, that's what I'm asking for Christmas, because 2 days in a row, I've been having problems with my computer. Like yesterday, it was fine, and all of a sudden I'm like, wait a minute, the studio is not working on the podcast studio. Like, what's going on with the studio? I'm like, what? So it's just been going crazy. But anyway, that's what I asked for Christmas. I don't know what you guys asked for, but that's what I asked for. So let's get on with this show. Today is Wednesday, Hump Day, baby. You have made it to the middle, December the 20th. What's the day? December the 21st? December the 21st. You have made it to the middle. I know somebody saying, thank you, Lord, because it's almost that time. Some people had they have short weeks because it's a holiday weekend. Some people have a whole lot of time left over, so they need to do something with that time. So they took the week off, like my husband. So he got 2 weeks that he take this week off, and next week off he's off. And I think he's carrying over a week, like that kind of stuff. Like he's carrying over a week and he has 2 weeks off. So anyway, I know y'all are happy. I know it's almost the weekend for those of you who are not off on vacation because of the holidays. And for those of you who are off, it's going to be nice. So it's a beautiful day here in Gwinnett County, 41 degrees, going up to a high of 48. So it's a little chilly. Let me tell y'all this. I don't like shopping at holiday time. That's not something, not in person. I love Amazon because everything comes to my front door. So anyway, I did most of my shopping on Amazon because that's my favorite store. And my husband hadn't done his shopping yet. So he needed to go shopping yesterday. He decided we were going to go to Burlington. Oh my God. We must have stood in that line for about an hour and 15 minutes. When I tell you my knees and back were killing me when I got finished, I was like, oh my God. I had a good time shopping with him. But that line, y'all, the line was ridiculous. And so, but he had to get his stuff. And I was like, see, I did all my shopping on Amazon. Like I had 2 things left to get, which was pretty simple. I could have pretty much went anywhere to pick them up, like for real. But anyway, I hope you finish shopping because if the lines were long yesterday on a Tuesday, I can't even imagine what they're going to be like for the rest of this week. I can't. And this was like Tuesday early, like before we thought people hadn't gotten off of work, but I guess they got off early and went straight shopping. I was like, oh my God, this is just too much. It's too much. Anyway, let's keep this train going. Check this out, y'all. I've never heard of this. This is a funny one. Today is National Short Girl Appreciation Day. That would be me. Vertically challenged people, vertically challenged girls. National Short Girl Appreciation Day. I'm like, who came up with that? That is hilarious. National Short Girl Appreciation Day. So appreciate a short girl today, okay? Show them some love. It's also National Winter Solstice. National Winter Solstice. It's National Anne and Samantha Day. They look like, this is a picture that look like from the 1950s. It's a Blue Christmas Day. It's also December Solstice Day. Yes. It's National Humbug Day. And listen, National Don't Make Your Bed Day. Now, somebody said that's every day for them. I get it. Somebody is saying, listen, every day is National Don't Make My Bed Day. And the best of all is National Look on the Bright Side Day. Yes, take a look on the bright side. I know y'all want to look at all the bad stuff, but listen, the stars, the universe, these people that create these calendars, they said take a look on the bright side today. All right. Keep this train going. All right, we're going to do these horoscopes brought to you by Noted Astrologer Micah Thousand for today, Wednesday, December the 21st. We're going to kick it off like we always do, and that is with Aries. Don't be too eager to give a piece of your mind or even your opinion today. Your words will be taken out of context if you are evasive with coworkers or employers. Don't lend and don't borrow. Don't lend and don't borrow. Don't lend and don't borrow. Not today. Not today, Aries. Don't do that. In the meantime, keep your opinions to yourself. Nobody cares today. You're going to piss some folks off if you insist on giving them your opinion or a piece of your mind. That's going to be a problem. So be careful about that, all right? Taurus, be careful how you deal with colleagues. Unreliable people will be negative about your ideas. Take the time to close deals that have been up in the air. All right, here's the thing. You can't tell big ideas to small-minded people, Taurus. So you're not going to get the kind of love you think you're going to get because they can't see the vision that you have. Only you can see the vision. Now, there are some people that you can tell the vision to and they see it right away. But guess what? Those are the people that have visions themselves. People who don't have a thought in their head about anything big other than their surroundings, they're not going to see your vision. So they're going to be unreliable. You're going to get negative attitude, negative feedback. And what I don't want you to do is let that cause you to pause on what you think you want to do. Because they can't get it. They don't have a clue. They don't see things the way you see it, Taurus. So don't expect anything from them that's going to be positive today, okay? Gemini, don't bend to the pressure. Travel if it's needed to start the ball rolling. Avoid any confrontations with the colleagues. Okay, so that's like the third horoscope I read about you and your colleagues today. It must be issues going on in the universe with people and their colleagues. So be careful with your colleagues today. Avoid confrontations, Gemini. You know you can be confrontational sometimes because you want to be right most of the time. You know who I'm talking to, Gemini. Yeah, in the meantime, just avoid the confrontations. You don't need all that negativity in your life today. All right? Ever. For real. Cancer. You can make a serious attempt at quitting those bad habits that you've picked up over the years. Accommodate others, but not before you do your own thing. Do the proper safety checks before you go out. Direct your energy wisely. All right, listen, look around you. Make sure your door is locked. Make sure the stove is turned off. The iron is unplugged. The candles are blown out. All of that good stuff. No water is running. Do all your safety checks before you go out today. And direct your energy wisely. Do not waste energy on stuff that's going to drain your energy. Don't do it. Okay? Okay. Leo, you'll find it easy to talk about your feelings today. Don't hesitate to find out what your mate's intentions are. Use your better judgment before you sign up for costly ventures. Your emotions are fluctuating, so be careful not to say anything you'll regret. All right, listen, Leo, you can say some things that cut like a knife sometimes. I want to caution you today to be careful about the things that you're going to say. Because you know what I say? Once it comes out your mouth, there's no way to take it back. I don't care how many times you say I'm sorry and apologize and cry. You can't take it back. So be very careful about the things that you say today. Very careful. Because you can't take it back. Virgo, listening can be more valuable than being a chatterbox. You'll communicate easily and develop new friendships. Be creative in your pursuits. All right, listen. Don't be Virgo, you can be a chatterbox sometimes. So we want you to listen today because that's what you need to do. If you want to get the right information, listen. That's why God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth to listen sometimes, to listen twice as much. How about that? How about that, y'all? To listen twice. So just don't be a chatterbox, Virgo. Just listen. All right, I'm going to go to the song. I'll be right back after this song to bring you more of the horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Thyssen. Stay tuned.
I was living in the clouds, yeah, like 10 million explosions. Whatever happened to the picture, the one where you and I were perfect, like if heaven was a time lapse. Play the story where we'd end up. Would you pause it for a second before this thing was over? Would you come a little closer before this thing is over? Would you come a little closer? Never know till it's gone. 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 Till it's gone. Till it's gone. Till it's gone. Never you stand up without falling? Or do you see it as a blessing? As I'm falling through the water, let the ocean be my witness. I plead that this has changed me. I pray it as I'm sinking. This time will be different. Pray it as I'm sinking. Never know till it's gone. 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 Till it's gone. Till it's gone. Till it's gone. Never know 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 till it's gone. Till it's gone. Till it's gone. Till it's gone. Never know 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 till it's gone. Till it's gone. Till it's gone. Till it's gone. Never know 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 till it's gone. Till it's gone. Till it's gone. Till it's gone.
Welcome back. It's your girl, Audrey Bell Kearney, bringing you the daily horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Thyssen. We're going to pick it up with Libra. Older family members may try to make demands on you that are impossible for you to handle. You need to keep the peace, and you have to bend in order to do so. Look into ways to make your home more comfortable. All right, look. You want to keep the peace today, and sometimes you got to bend a little. Here's the thing. Sometimes you have to ask yourself, would I rather be right or would I rather be happy? And sometimes that means you got to bend. And listen, there are times I bend all the time because I would prefer to be happy sometimes. I was telling one of my friends that recently, I was like, there was a situation that happened, and at the end of the day, I could have just blown it out of proportion, but I just chose to be happy. I was like, you know what, whatever. It's not going to change anything. It's going to piss me off. I'm just going to be happy. How about that? So sometimes you got to bend a little. Scorpio, try to be considerate in your personal obligations. Comfort is a necessity. Check your motives. Scorpio. You can meet potential new mates, but make sure they aren't already committed to someone else. All right, listen. I know he's cute, she's cute. You want to get into it, but make sure they're not in a situation already. Listen, if they got a situationship going on, you don't want to be a part of that crap. Make sure they're free. Listen, you free? Like, how free are you? You so free that I can get the telephone number, the address, the email, all of that. Because if they start hemming and hawing, right? Yeah, that means they could be in a situationship. I'm just saying. Sagittarius, offer love and affection instead of conflict and rejection. Ooh, that's nice. Opportunities for financial gains through investments and games of chance are likely. You can't help everyone. Ooh, let me say that part again for you, Sagittarius. You cannot help everyone. Get it. You want to help everybody, but you can't. You can't help everybody. In the meantime, offer love and affection instead of conflict and rejection. Oh, I like that. I like it. Yes, let's go on the positive side. Today is National Look Up. What is it? What did I say earlier? National Look Up Day or something? I said something. I forgot what it was. Capricorn. You can meet new and exciting friends who will provide mental stimulation. Investment will cost more than you anticipated. Try not to overspend on luxury items. Listen, control yourself, Capricorn. I know it's cute. You want it. It's so nice. You know how often I have to fight myself with spending money sometimes? Like a lot. But here's the thing. At the end of the day, I know what's important. It was so funny. I was talking to one of my friends yesterday. And so we normally go to Podfest. I normally speak at Podfest. Like for the last 3 years, I've spoken at Podfest. And so this year, Podfest is in January, when normally it's in March, and last year was in July. But then they brought it back in January. I'm like, why would they bring it back so soon? So I'm not going because it's January and I have all these things that I have to do in January. But I said to her yesterday, I was like, man, we should go to Podfest. And she was like, nope. She was like, nope, we can't go to Podfest because we didn't prepare to go to Podfest. It was hilarious. But it was cool because I needed her to say no. Because I was trying to figure out how to get there, how to move things. But and my calendar is ridiculous. Trying to move things around so I can go to Podfest. But she was like, we ain't going to Podfest this year. And it sucks because I wanted to go. But not in January. I got to ask Chris, what made you put Podfest in January? Anyway, that was a luxury item I would have overspent on, for real. Because it's always expensive when we go to Podfest. The most expensive thing is the hotel. Because it's always at some kind of resort that costs a lot of money in Florida. All right, Aquarius, make sure that you have all the pertinent facts before taking actions. Resistance leading to conflict will only make it twice as hard to turn the situation around. Partnerships may be plentiful. All right, look at you with the partnerships. Here's the thing with the partnership, Aquarius. Make sure everybody know their role. That's the most important thing about partnerships. The second thing is make sure that the people you're in partnership with are good people. People with integrity and a good reputation. And everybody know their roles. Because you don't want to get into a partnership with people who have a bad rep, who lack integrity, and those who really don't want to do anything but just take the credit for all the work that you guys are going to do. Make sure everybody know their roles. And everybody agree to the roles. All right? All right, last but not least, my fellow fish Pisces. Don't exaggerate, fish. Do not do that. Travel if it's needed to start the ball rolling. All right, you will be overly generous with children today. Listen, this one child in my life, I'm always overly generous with. Her mom be fussing at me because I'll be like, she can get whatever she wants. And she's like, oh my God. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Because you know what happened? That's what grandmothers do. When my daughter was, even before my mom passed, let me tell you what my mother did one time, right? And I was fussing at her because I was like, why you do that? So she would give the kids her credit cards and just let them go crazy. Like, and I was like, why do you do that? Because I'm not doing that. I love my sugar baby. I do. But I'm not giving up no credit cards to go shopping like that. My mom used to do that all the time. Like the kids would get her cards and go crazy. And she was fine with that, but that's what grandmothers do. So I'm always overly generous with that one little child in my life. Her name is Sugar Baby. In the meantime, fish, don't exaggerate. Exaggerate means you're embellishing the truth. And when you start to embellish the truth, that means the truth is not the truth anymore. It's something that you made up. Okay? Okay. All right, that's all the horoscopes I got for you today. I'll be back again tomorrow at 10 a.m. to bring you more of the horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Thoughts. And now let's get on to some news you can use. All right, so Georgia, the state of Georgia, is giving out more money to families in need. Yes, they're giving out $391 billion. Yes, that's what I said, $391 billion in pandemic EBT benefits. So there's going to be another one-time payment that started yesterday to eligible families. Now, here's the thing. Everybody's not going to get it. Everybody's not going to get the $391 billion. Only certain people, only certain families. So here's the criteria. The one-time benefit of $391, according to Human Services, the benefits are for children ages 0 to 5 and for children who turn 6 years old during the school year. Children must be enrolled in Georgia's Supplementary Nutrition and Assistance Program, SNAP for short, or a student may be of any age who participated in the National Lunch Program. So the money is going out to the families. I said $391 billion, $391 in pandemic EBT, not $391 billion. Anyway, so if you were on SNAP or your child was enrolled in the National Lunch Program, you're probably going to be eligible to receive that $391. Payments will be available starting yesterday, and they're going to run all the way through, I guess, till they run out of resources. So, look for that $391 on your EBT card. I know people. Let me tell y'all something. This is the one thing that I know, and they were saying we've never seen this before. It's like totally something that just has never been seen before. We have families that are struggling because of food insecurities. I know, and it sounds crazy. Like we're supposed to be the richest country in the world, and there are families that are hungry. And inflation is not helping anything, because my husband said to me, he was like, I paid $5 for some eggs. I was like, what? We've never paid $5 for eggs, like ever. And so when you're talking about people paying extraordinary large amounts for rents and Everything is gone. The car, my daughter called me yesterday. She was livid. Her car insurance was $123. It's $219 right now. And when we called Geico, because my insurance was $193, now it's $314. Now, and yeah, I'm telling my business because I'm annoyed. So we went from $193 to $314, and I called Geico, and I was like, why is the insurance so high? So they started telling me some story about, accidents. I was like, look, I didn't have any accidents. So why am I being punished for other people's accidents? So the lady finally said, look, the state of Georgia, the insurance commissioner gave the insurance companies permission to go up on the insurance rates. And I was like, everybody's working against us right now. Everybody's working against us. And the only thing I could say to people, and this is what my husband and I talk about all the time. I say, look, we obviously can't control pretty much anything. People aren't even paying attention because the insurance commissioner that's there got reelected. So people aren't paying attention. So if you don't drive, it doesn't affect you. I didn't vote for that insurance commissioner, and I won't, because I went from $193 to $314 for no reason. No reason for me. She said something like there are a lot of car accidents and something about the cost of equipment. Like, look, that has nothing to do with me. I haven't had an accident. So you're going up on my insurance because everybody else is having accidents? That's nuts. So my daughter called me. She was pissed off because she was saying her insurance went from $123 to $219. But this is what I say, and this is my stance on a lot of stuff. We don't control anything. I don't care, even when we go out to vote, and I know I'm going to keep voting, but when I think about us voting and, it's supposed to change some things, $5.40-something for some eggs, that sounds crazy. I've never seen that a day in my life, but now I have. My insurance jumped almost $200. That sounds nuts. It really sounds crazy. Insurance jumps almost $200, and so what do you do about that? What is it that you can do about that? You know what I'm saying? So the only thing you can do about that is make more money. It's the only thing. So when these things happen, you're okay. That's all you can do, for real. Like, that's the only thing you can do. And I know people they want to listen, because we go to vote and we still pay $5 for eggs. We go to vote and we still pay extra hundreds of dollars on the insurance. Everything went up. It's crazy. Everything. It's nuts. So you got to make more money. I know y'all don't want to hear that, but at the end of the day, if you want to survive where we're going, because we're going, like I was hearing the whole thing about inflation and recession. Oh, it's happening. It's happening right now. Y'all seen that? You seen that commercial before when the guy's going, it's like the guy speaking 2 languages, and the guy thought he said something that he didn't say. And so the guy that speak English tell the other, the Asian people, it's happening. And so they hugging because they don't understand the language. Listen, you better understand what I'm saying. You better make some extra money so that you can be able to afford everything that's happening. Think about that. When was the last time you paid $5 for some eggs? I'm just saying, like, the most we've ever paid for the 18 count eggs is like $1.99. It's $5. $3.69 for a dozen of eggs. 99 cents it used to be the price. You got to make more money, y'all. You got to make more money. That's how you're going to be able to survive. So you need to figure it out, like, right now. All right, I don't mean to get on my soapbox, but it's some dangerous stuff happening right now, and people got their eyes closed, and it's going to get worse. So you need to open up your eyes and figure out how to manage. All right? All right, I'm going to a song. I'll be right back after this song to bring you more of the rundown about what's going on in and around Gwinnett County. Stay tuned.
Sure, we had fun tonight. You and me felt alright. But it's time you pick up your phone. You won't be worth my while. Me and you won't work out. Pick it up, pack it up, get a cab and go. It's not your fault, my baby. It's not on you, my baby. I'm just not the right kind of girl for you. You deserve somebody who's loving you. You shouldn't call me later. Promise it's for the better. I'm just not the right kind of girl for you. Cause I got a rule. I hold on to my heart. Share with nobody. I don't want nobody else. Yeah, I hold on to my heart. Give it up for nobody. I just keep it to myself. I ain't got room for love. I don't need stars above. All I need is my precious space. Yeah, yeah. so serious? Can't you just be mine for a night, my love? Take it off, put it on, let me on your way. It's not your fault, my baby. It's not on you, my baby. I'm just not the right kind of girl for you. You deserve somebody who's loving you. You shouldn't call me later. Promise it's for the better. I'm just not the right kind of girl for you. Cause I got a rule. I hold on to my heart. Share with nobody. I don't want nobody else. Yeah, I hold on to my heart. Give it up for nobody. I just keep it to myself. I've been too hurt before. I've been through hell and more. So I hold on to hold on to my heart. I've been alone before. This way I won't get bored. So I hold on to hold on to my heart. It's not your fault, my baby. It's not on you, my baby. I'm just not the right kind of girl for you. You deserve somebody who's loving you. You shouldn't call me later. Promise it's for the better. I'm just not the right kind of girl for you. Cause I got a rule. I hold on to my heart. Share with nobody. I don't want nobody else. Yeah, I hold on to my heart. Give it up for nobody. I just keep it to myself. I've been too hurt before. I've been through hell and more. So I hold on to hold on to my heart. I've been alone before. This way I won't get bored. So hold on to hold on to my heart.
Welcome back. It's your girl, Audrey Bell Kearney, bringing you the daily rundown about what's going on in and around Gwinnett County. So I thought this was a pretty good story. So Rainbow Village's Women's Giving Circle awards more than $23,000 to grants to families in need. See, that's what I'm saying. People need this money. They need help. And we got to keep figuring out how to keep helping those who can't really do it. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, 5 years ago, Rainbow Village established its Women's Giving Circle to provide opportunities to promote the concept of giving time, talent, and treasure for women who have a passion for philanthropy and volunteerism. 2 years ago, the Women's Giving Circle developed its Be the Change Microgrants Initiative to provide aid to members of the Duluth-based nonprofits Aspire Rental and Thrive Alumni programs. In the last 2 years, the group has raised and awarded $16,800 to help current residents and alumni overcome obstacles and achieving their goals. So kudos to the Women's Giving Circle. That is amazing. I'm telling you, it's going to take a village, y'all. It's going to take a village, and we can't do it alone. We have to stick together because we're about to run into some very turbulent times. And so the way to get through those times is to stick together. Like, that's what we have to do. So kudos to the Women's Giving Circle for providing $23,000 in grants to families in need, because there are a lot of families in need. I talked about this a while ago, but I was driving down Sugarloaf Parkway, which is the way I come home, and it was a lot of traffic, and I'm thinking, what's going on at the fairgrounds? And this was right before Thanksgiving. What's happening at the fairgrounds? And so I'm driving down Sugarloaf Parkway, and I'm like, God, it's a lot of cars. When I got to the light, so the light right there at the fairgrounds, there's a light when you're making a left into the fairgrounds. The parking lot was full as if the fair was there again. But there were cars down the center of the street. Well, guess what they were doing? They were passing out food. Because guess what? There are real food insecurities in our county, y'all. Real food insecurity. So it's going to take a village for us to get through what we're about to go through. And I don't mean to be doom and gloom and the bearer of bad news, but we can't close our eyes to what's going on. And just because you aren't in a position where you're suffering, somebody is. Whenever I see people, and when I used to live in Jersey, you could pretty much find somebody homeless on any corner. I don't care where you lived. And I lived in the suburbs. And there were times when I would go to the store and there was somebody standing outside the 7-Eleven who needed a hand. And I would give them a hand, because you never know who you're helping. You never know, how your one little bit of kindness could change somebody's life. You never know that. So when my husband and I go to dinner sometimes, there's a place we go, and every now and again there's a guy, he's out there, and he's hungry, and it's cold. Like the last time we saw him was like last week or week before last. It was cold that day, it was rainy, and I was like, look, and I don't hardly carry cash that much, but I had some cash in my wallet, and I didn't ask questions. I just said, here you go, sir. Because he was standing outside of a restaurant, which in my mind, he might have been hungry. I just ate my stomach full. So maybe my little donation to him can help him go in there and get himself some food and eat his stomach full. I had no idea where he was sleeping for the night. Maybe that was to help him get a room. I don't know. But what I'm saying is, it's going to take a village, and it's going to take a kind heart, and it's going to take some empathy, because believe it or not, that could be you. It really could. Like, you never know what's going to happen in your life that could change your whole trajectory of your life. You just never know. So be good to people if you can. I don't see why you can't. Even a smile. You may not have cash or time, but smile at somebody and say, it's going to be okay. Smile at somebody and say, today's going to be a good day despite what you may be going through. Somebody needs to hear that from you. And I don't mean to be on my soapbox this morning, but I feel like these are stories that need to be told today. That's all I'm saying. Speaking of good stories, Carrington Academy students deliver cards and baked goods to seniors. I thought this was really sweet. I thought this was really, really sweet, because these are people that are sometimes left in living facilities, and they're kind of forgotten sometimes, because families going about their lives and they drop in every now and again to see how they're doing. So anyway, students at Carrington Academy in Swanee recently handmade more than 200 holiday cards and baked goods for Arbitraries of Johns Creek, a local assisted living community. Over the past month, the students created cards and baked cookies and other sweet treats for the residents. Students also held virtual holiday concerts for the seniors and sang Christmas carols for them to help brighten their day. That's beautiful. That warms my heart. That makes me a little bit emotional, y'all. That makes me a little bit emotional, because I've been to some of these places, and sometimes people they get there and people forget that they're there. So just showing love to these people, especially this time of the year, it's holiday season. Some people don't have family. Some people have family that's kind of forgotten about them. So I thought that was beautiful. I just wanted to share that. Also, Shaquille O'Neal, listen, Shaq. So let me tell y'all something. Shaq is a fish, by the way. Shaq is a Pisces like myself. What's crazy is, though, we were talking about this yesterday. So I was in a meeting yesterday, and one of the people in the meeting, his birthday was February the 20th, which is my birthday. So he's the second person I've ever met personally whose birthday is February 20th. Now, Charles Barkley's birthday is February 20th, and so is Rihanna, February 20th. And so we're all fish. But Shaq has the kind of heart that I have. I've never seen Charles Barkley do anything except for commercials, and I haven't seen Rihanna do a lot of stuff. I'm sure they do things. I just never see him do stuff. I see Shaq do stuff all the time. So Shaq, by the way, is a native of New Jersey, and so he was called Shaq-a-Claus. Was because he surprised some kids and some teens at the Boys and Girls Club in Henry County with toys. And Shaq is a big joker. So the little kids look really, really tiny under Shaq. He looked like he could be a real Santa Claus for real. But Shaq is always doing something nice, and I think that's really cool. So I just had to give him a shout out. Shout out to Shaquille O'Neal, who's a resident here in Grayson, but always doing great things around the communities, and just giving back, and he makes me proud, because he has earned a lot of money. He has a lot of ventures. And you never not see him give back. So shout out to my fellow fish brother, Shaquille O'Neal, Shaq-a-Claus. Yeah, they said that was amazing. All right, are you looking for a job? If you're looking for a job, the Georgia Department of Transportation is looking for you. Yes, the Georgia Department of Transportation has jobs in contract administration, engineering, project management, road maintenance, and many more. They said come grow with them. If you're looking for a job, you got to go to GDOT. Go to GDOT's website. That's GDOT. I think it's GDOT.com. But anyway, check it out. They're hiring right now. They're hiring for mechanics, highway maintenance technicians, civil engineers, and more. So if you're looking for a job, the Georgia Department of Transportation is looking for you. But they can't find you if you don't apply for the job. So to go apply for a job. Listen, I just told y'all this is gonna be it's not gonna be a rough year for me, because this year just passed was a rough year. I had to I'm celebrating the holidays without my backbone, my mom, because I lost in last year in 2021 from COVID. So this time of the year will always be very emotional for me because this was the last holiday we celebrate together. We have a picture and everything. When we took the picture, and 6 days later she was gone. So, and she took the picture. She was in the picture with us, and we was all cool. And that was on the 25th. 10 days later, she was no longer with me. So this is always a tough time. But the whole year of last year and the whole year of this year has been pretty tough. But I'm preparing myself for 2023. And I'm telling you that you need to do the same. So if you know that you need a job, don't be afraid to put your resume in, your application in. Get yourself a solid foundation so you can stand tall and stand firm on what's about to happen in the next year. All right? Anyway, the Georgia Department of Transportation is hiring, so go put your resume in. That's all I'm saying. I'm just trying to help some people out right now. All right? All right. Whew, I feel like I was talking a lot, but I wasn't talking that long, but it felt like I was talking a lot. Anyway, I'm going to go to my last song for the day, then I'm going to come back and give you my word of inspiration for the day, so stay tuned.
Time's been moving slowly, so we already in too deep. Can't get no sleep on each other, heavy teasing all day. And when the sun sets, you asking me to come through, kick it with you. Night turning to morning through, then you the key to the lock, we in our own zone. Make yourself at home, get to know mine on the inside. Can meet at yours next time. And you feel it fresh and lose control. You don't wanna go slow, for sure. We both already know your place is my place now.
Welcome back. So listen, guys, that's all I got for you today. But before I go, I wanted to give you my my words of inspiration. Here goes. It says, encouragement is like water to the soul. It makes everything grow. Ooh, let me say it one more time. Encouragement is like water to the soul. It makes everything grows. Chris Berkman said that, and he was right. Listen, I just wanted to be an encouragement to somebody today. I wanted you to take a long look at where you are and be prepared for what's about to come. And I want you to do the same. Give someone some encouraging words and make sure that they're on track to be ready for what's about to happen. You know, I need you guys to be ready for that. So I hope I encourage somebody today. I know I talked a lot today about a lot of stuff that sounds like doom and gloom, but I have to keep it real here on the show. Like, this platform is more than for me just to do the horoscopes and play music. I need to make sure that I'm helping you understand where we are if I can. And so I hope I did that today. All right, cool. Listen, that's all I got for you today. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you spent the last 40 minutes with me. Be sure to connect with me on social media under Good Morning Gwinnett, and also download the app from the App Store. That's Good Morning Gwinnett. So if you got an Apple phone or Android phone, there's an app in your App Store for Good Morning Gwinnett. And look, in the description of this show, there is a lot of links in the description. Click on some of those links, because when you click those links and participate in and support the organizations in the links, you support this show. And some of those things you're going to love for yourself, especially the thing about manifesting. I went to bed last night, listened to the manifesting audios. Like, listen, I'm trying to manifest some stuff in my life. I don't know about you, but when you see that thing say manifesting your dreams on goodmorninggwinnett.com, or in this link below where it says manifesting right next to it, click the link. I don't know what you want, but I'm trying to manifest what I want, so I hope you do the same. All right. I gotta go, but I'll be back again tomorrow at 10 a.m. God willing. You guys stay safe out there, and until next time, my friends, make it a great day. Bye, y'all.
You've been listening to Good Morning Gwinnett. Make sure to tune in Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time to find out what's happening around Gwinnett. If you like this episode, subscribe now and share with your friends. To learn more about Noise Media Network, visit noisemedia.us.